was pretty much that. Go away, big doo-doo head. You guys seem to be doing good there, fighting amongst each other. So enjoy. Prevent disease, quarantine.
I cannot enter.
Quarantine. How do I get there if not through here? Around through the doo-doo guys' heads fighting, I think.
Recognize him?
No, this one ain't on our list.
Well, that's one less anyway. It'll make McCullum happy.
The two identical
That was the
ones.
vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
He looked identical to the corpse already on the floor. That was really weird. Why do I have to take the long way to go anywhere?
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Aw, this is where you lived. God, this place looks shit.
Burn it, boy! Find his boy! Take its head!
I think that they should even stop trying to fight me. It doesn't go too well. Nom, 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 nom.
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
You go and try and join that boys club. We'll see how it goes. Nothing in the bushes. Hello. It's me, Jonathan.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reid. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Do you normally just leave your corpses at the entry?
There has been quite a battle here.
Hope you don't
I'm
mind
sure
if I
the
loot your
Ascalon
tables a
Club
bit.
has the money to replace the furniture.
goal of the club is to impose respectable traditions and behaviors. Okay. So this is another one of those Camarilla clubs from Bloodlines.
It's locked, all right.
I should probably not go into the doors where I can't go. What? Is that the exit? I would say that the exit should be better marked, but it was like bright red. Yep, that's their garden. So you have the guard at the front door, but not the guard at the back door. So anyone can just enter from your garden as long as they climbed in.
I cannot enter.
Is there any reason why there's just piles of shillings lying everywhere? I wonder what they mind? Ooh. Ooh. You know what? Before going here, why don't we see what you're hiding in your basement? Nope, that's the garden. Swear there was a door in here that was locked. Ahaha! No reason for me to walk in without preparing some information on these people. Always tend to respect etiquette. Good society. Do not find delight in orgies and bloodbaths, then what kind of vampire are you? Would reserve appropriate punishment. Okay, so you essentially, as long as it's outside this building, they can hunt freely. Okay. Is that really all that you had in your basement? That's one boring basement. You have to hide secrets in your basement, like every good basement keeper. Like, you know, skeletons in your closet. Or gay people in your closet, whichever you prefer. Both seem to like closets.
Good evening.
Did this Ascalon Club only have like 6 members?
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reid. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
We sent Fergal to his death.
Come
Here,
forward,
here!
young Ascalon. for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
With a
Lord
name like Redgrave, I expected a bit more epicness.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reid.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Friend. Bad idea to say outright yes.
She has proved to be helpful on many occasions.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skal plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why are you suddenly so friendly? The last time I met one of yours, he tried to kill me.
Are you referring to Fergal? He was the most useful of servants, but he was just a servant. You, on the other hand, Doctor, proved yourself much more worthy.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reid, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
That sounds pervy.
Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reid. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
I don't actually want to ask questions.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally, and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reid, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood.
Do I get to drink William Marshall's ashes?
It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Does England normally sign in blood? That would be really weird in like any international meetings. Like, excuse me, I have to sign in blood.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
That was really perverted.
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign econs. This is an outrage. We shall chase these intruders down.
I was chased by a gigantic Valcon 2 nights ago. I thought it was Fergal coming back, but no. That creature barely spoke English.
The creature barely spoke English. Ah, this is our comedic relief. The Stare Brothers. There, I can join too. My eyes are far more menacing. Yours just have like a glint of red, and my whites of my eye are like fully red. Hello?
Good evening, Dr. Reid. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
I feel perfectly fine. Do I have cause for concern?
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
If you ever wanna be a club member, like a vampire, I would suggest shaving off your hair first. You don't want to be stuck with a comb over for the rest of your life.
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson, the wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
What do you know about the Guard of Prewin?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
Then maybe we should have a vampire guard of Privint instead.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
We create a giant fire.
Barricades are futile. What we need is a wall.
I am gonna build a wall.
Unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
It's neither of that. It is stupid. The amount of time you're gonna spend building said wall, infection's probably gonna, like, you know, spread into you a little bit.
By doing so, you would create 2 separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear. A necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
I do believe that you are infected, sir. Snap.
I know we're facing a crisis.
That went well, did it not?
But I'm shocked no one took
It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied skals in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reid, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the skals.
I have met peaceful and wise skals. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skals are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reid. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club, and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
For a second, I just thought that, like, my ancient maker is gonna, like, appear in the room and go, "Hello! I am here for amusement."